What's up, guys? We've got Dave here, and I'm making a little midday run. It's like 8 minutes after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am making a run up to the rock store on the Grom, and it's pretty hot out. It's probably like 85, maybe closer to 90. I don't know. It's pretty hot out, and just figured I'd cruise up here. I'm gonna get like a burger and some potato salad, or French fries if they don't have that. But that's always my second choice. I'd rather have potato salad. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk about like when last time I was up there, I came out from eating and there were a couple of guys, like they were looking at my Grom and they were kind of like talking to each other and kind of smiling. And you know, I mean, it's a funny bike. Like most people that I catch looking at this bike have a smile on their face. You know, either they're like joking on how lame it is or how cool it is, one or the other. But they're always like laughing to themselves just because it's kind of like a funny little bike. And especially since someone would ride it like all the way up to the rock store, that's kind of like funny to see. So I come out from the diner and these guys are hanging out, and I'm like, what's up, you know? And they're like, we were just talking about how it's like a $4,000 bike and you've probably got like $2,500 worth of mods like on this thing, you know, between the seat and the shocks and the you know, like all the different things, and steering dampener. Like they were just like pointing everything out, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it just, but the way that this bike feels now compared to stock is a night and day difference. And little by little, that's why I made all of these changes, is because every single thing that I changed was something that I felt like it needed to be improved, and that this bike could be really, really awesome if only for, you know, like it needs braided brake lines, or it needs this, or it needs that, you know, like just different little things that I did over the months of owning it. And now it feels how it does, which is like really fun to ride and much faster than stock and handles way better than stock, and you know, overall just safer and more comfortable to ride. And so, you know, like they were like, yeah, it's funny how, you know, that you've got like a $4,000 bike with like $2,500 worth of mods. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, you know, I don't think about it like that, you know, because it's like I would buy like a $10,000 bike and probably do like $2,500 worth of mods, or, you know, or most people would. You know, a lot of people put a lot of money into their bikes, you know, doing mods, and it adds up quick. You know, you do a tail tidy and then you do this, you do that, you know, and just that quick, it adds up really quick. And trust me, like if you ever like keep track of every little penny, you don't want to do that, honestly. If you have ever done that before, you honestly, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to do that, because just that quick, you're like, oh dude, I've spent like $3,000 on this bike or something, you know, like you'll be like, holy crap. And it's, I don't know, I'm not one to think about money too much when it comes to stuff like that. It's all about the hobby, and it's all about having fun, and I try not to keep track of it. And I just know that if there ever comes a day that I'm going to sell this bike, I know I'm not going to get the money out of it that I put into it, and I just know that, and that's just the way it is. So, and that's just how it goes, you know. Like, I don't think now that I've got like a $7,000 bike or something because I've done all these mods to my Grom. No, it's like it's probably still worth like maybe $3,000, you know, like even though I've got like over 6,000 into it, you know, like whether you've got a totally stock one or you've got a totally modded one, I would think they're pretty much very similar, you know, like on Craigslist, like a used, you know, website or something, like buying them used, and maybe you could get like a little bit more, but not enough to make it worth all the money that you spent on all those mods and all the time that you spent bolting them on and getting them to work right and all that stuff. So I don't know, to me it doesn't matter, but like to some people, you know, that maybe having those people say that to them would have made them, you know, like take a step back and be like, yeah, what the hell am I doing, you know? But it's like, honestly, if you go out and buy like a used bike and you're like, oh dude, I just bought a used bike for like $4,000, okay? Like, for example, like it's a Gixxer or something that you get used for like $4,000. Dude, by the time you get like a chain and this and that and all the different things that you want to do to that bike to make it look the way you want, or get it like freshened up, or back to like a condition that you really trust it to go ride, you know, I mean, that's a lot of investing in your bike, is like you're trusting this thing not to dump you on your head. Oh, there goes another Grom. You know, it's, if you I don't know, whatever, if your car doesn't handle very good and you spin out and you hit a wall, you know, you're just gonna be like, oh man, my car's dented up. But if your bike doesn't handle good and you spin out and you hit the guardrail, you're gonna break your leg or your arm or whatever. So it's like investing in tires and suspension and stuff on a motorcycle is way more beneficial from a safety point of view than it is like for cars. So that's part of it. So I just figured I would talk about that. I don't know how you guys feel about modding your bikes, or, you know, if you have, or how much money you actually have into your bikes, or if you keep track of that. But I mean, to me, it wasn't just like billet goodies and carbon fiber stuff and a different set of plastics and like stuff that doesn't matter. It was actually things that matter. It was tires, brakes, suspension, steering, you know, like all the different things to make a bike faster and safer. So like I always say, leave me a comment and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.